Hey, what's up, good people? Jason Hawkins, one half of Respected Roots. Here at the batting cages here in Atlanta, Georgia. Out here with my staff, having some fun, you know what I'm saying? This is where we're gonna come out here and talk to you a little bit about the brand, about who we are as individual owners, outside of just products and conversation like that, you know what I'm saying? So you guys kick it with us for a bit, see if I still got it with this baseball bat, and let's have some fun.
How long have you played?
Since I was 4. Yeah, since I was 4. Mom and dad put me in T-ball to start learning how to work on the team, build camaraderie, understand what competition, healthy competition means. And I think, you know, being the youngest of 6 kids, I started with that at an early age because I got a brother that's 7 years older than me, and everything was competitive with him, even to our fashion, you know what I'm saying? Wanting to be like him and some of my older cousins, but I always wanted to excel past them. That was always my thing. So when it came to sports, some of them had already made names for themselves, but I wanted to make the name for Hawkins, you know what I'm saying? Just like that in business. When we come out here, you got so many people doing different things, that's cool. And but this is where I put my own mark and create my own legacy, you know? So just having fun out here, ready to get to it. Just like business, if you don't pay attention to detail in baseball, you can get hurt, right? If you're fielding the ball and you're not making the necessary movements to be able to field that ball, the ball can run up and eat you up. It can run up your body, hit you in the face, bust your mouth, bust your nose. I've played where guys have had their eyes blackened from a baseball, their head has been busted because that's a small, impactful ball that somebody's throwing at very high velocity, right? So equivalent to business, if you're not paying attention to detail in your business can get away from you. You can spend unnecessarily on things that you don't need to. You can pay more attention to things on the outside that's really irrelevant to the business. You're not keeping the main thing the main thing. So baseball is just like that. That's why I love it so much. Even at the tender age of 50, I'm out here killing these youngins. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't that right?
Did you feel ready or did you just swing away?
I was ready. All my life, I have wanted to be my own man. I grew up in it. Both my parents were business owners. My parents were both politicians, you know what I'm saying? In my hometown, they both were the first husband and wife to hold the seat of alderman, which is equivalent in Atlanta to city councilman. You see what I'm saying? Great people, not just saying it because they're my parents, but truly they are. They were community servants. They were also advocates for entrepreneurship, which I grew up in that world. But I had to match it up. I had to match my hustle with my education to get me here. You know what I'm saying? But God partnered me with my brother, Jared Patterson, and he made this opportunity come to fruition by placing us together, which is why we do everything as a tandem. Bring it to me. Bring it to me. So, all right, I'm finna get some ghetto blasts out here now. Come on. Yeah.
What's one thing you're still learning even after all this time in business?
Ooh, I tried to get that thing there. That was a golf swing. Repeat that for me.
I said, what's one thing you're still learning even after all this time in business?
People. I love people, but when you are a servant to the community, you have to listen to what your people are saying. So you can never assume what your customers want. You can never assume that you've satisfied all their needs. You constantly evolve as a business owners, as marketers, as distributors, even as the formulations, as we create our own products. We don't just make products to make products. We listen to the public. We see what the needs are that our men desperately want and deserve. Nobody ever cared about self-care for men until Respected Roots. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that again. Nobody has ever cared about providing self-care products for men until Respected Roots. And of course we had some small companies, no, they're large companies, but they had individual items, you know, Old Spice, Brute, you had Head and Shoulders, DAC, Sporting Ways, Murray's, those type of things, right? But I'm gonna give you facts. When we go into those big box retailers, where are those products placed for us black men? At the very bottom of the shelves. So they telling us black men to bend over and pick up a product. Me and Jared took that as a way to say, hey, listen, we're going to empower our people, not only with righteous products, but also empowering us to understand who we are. Stand up tall with your crown on. We're not going to ask you to do anything that we wouldn't do. And I can tell you for sure, I wasn't bending down to buy any products from anybody. That was disrespectful, that was disgraceful, and that's just how we took it. You understand what I'm saying? Our products are for everybody. When you have skin, our products can benefit you. But primarily, we make these products for our brothers, melanated skin, because we need hydration. Think about it. In our households, growing up, no matter what region, depending on what region you were in, but we always had, Big Mama had an aloe vera plant, some cocoa butter, or some shea butter in the house. Why? Because those were plants, plant-based ingredients that helped our skin. That melanin is rich, it's thirsty, so it needs products to hydrate it, not water-based. So we created formulas that was going to yield those results that we wanted. We also wanted our kings to be feel respected. We wanted everybody to understand it was a regal brand, it's a luxury brand. When you purchase from respected roots, you're not going out of your way. You're not having to bend down and reach. We send it to your doorstep. We putting gold in your bathrooms. If you feel better, you're gonna do better. You know what I'm saying? All right. That concludes our batting practice today. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for being here with me. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe, like, share, comments. Jason Hawkins. Peace.